What's up, everybody? This is a Force of Nature Spiritual Awakening, and today we will be discussing Force of Nature's chart. Okay, so I have Sun in Cancer, Sun in the 10th house, Moon in Virgo, Moon in the 12th house, Mercury in Cancer, Mercury in the 10th house, Venus in Virgo, Venus in the 12th house, Mars in Cancer, Mars in the 10th house, Jupiter in Sagittarius, Jupiter in the third house, Uranus in Sagittarius, Uranus in the third house, Neptune in Sagittarius, Neptune in the fourth house, Pluto in Libra, Pluto in the second house, Saturn in Libra, Saturn in the second house, Lilith in Aquarius, Lilith in the fifth house, Chiron in Gemini, Chiron in the ninth house. My North Node is in Gemini, and it's also in the ninth house. So now when it comes to my aspects, I have a lot of aspects. But just off the top of my head, because I'm not really looking at the paper, even though the book is here, I have Moon squared Uranus, Venus squared Uranus, Venus squared Jupiter, Moon squared Jupiter, Sun squared Saturn, Sun squared Pluto, Mercury squared Saturn, Mercury squared Pluto, Mercury trine Jupiter, Mars trine, Mercury trine Mars, something like that. Yeah. Um, what else? Um, North Node conjunct Mars. Okay, and that's a declination when I'm speaking about that one. Also, just trying to see what else do I have in there. Psyche in Scorpio and Psyche in the second house. I have Juno in Aries and Juno in the eighth house. What else? I have Sun conjunct Mercury. I also have Moon conjunct Venus. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it right there. That's going off the top of the dome too. So the type of person that um, I am the type of person that definitely, I when I was younger, I used to like being around a whole bunch of people, a lot. Friends meant a lot to me. I'm a Virgo rising. Okay. I do have Aquarius ruling over my fourth house. Okay. So the growing up thing, being a black sheep of the family is very prevalent. Okay. Um, I would say my childhood was, yeah, it was all right. Okay. I had many friends. Um, what else? But when I got older, that started changing. Why? Because people started changing. Me, I've always remained the same as far as who I am. Okay. I may change certain things that are no longer useful. Okay. And when I mean useful, I mean have meaning. Okay. So if it's mean, if the meaning in it is gone, there's no reason for me to be around. When it comes to relationships and commitment, okay, because I do have Venus squared Uranus and I do also have Moon squared Uranus. When it comes to commitment and things like that, I can do one or two things. Commitment can make me someone that does crave it and want it, but I am about freedom a lot. Okay, being my own true authentic self is something that's above everything, definitely. Um, I don't back down from situations, even confrontations. When it comes to confrontations, I always say this: I'm not. I don't like confrontation, but I can be very confrontational. If you start with me, I'm the type of person that you might start thinking like, I won't let the situation go, or I'm going too far, or I'm being sarcastic, or I'm taking jabs at you in some kind of way. I am the type of person, I am about the truth. I am a truth seeker. So when I deal with people, I look for the truth in people. I want people to show me who they are on their rawest level, honestly. Why do I want that? Because I want to know who you are. Okay? Many times I've dealt in my life with betrayal when it comes to relationships, betrayal when it comes to family members, betrayal when it comes to friendships. This is why I don't have a lot of friends today. Now, I've had three serious relationships in my life. Um, I did have a relationship with a guy also, though, that he wasn't my man. Um, he, to some degree, I think he really does believe that we was in a relationship, but we wasn't, and I believe that was very clear. So, but we were friends, and we did fuck with each other for on and off for about 6 years. Okay. Mind you, though, even in that whole little relationship or whatever you call that situationship, we were more like friends and homies too. He's a son in Taurus. So anyway, when it comes to me, what I do value is authentic shit, real shit. I don't like fake shit. I don't like phony people. Um, I would say I'm the type of person that I love to have fun and I love to have a good time. If I could have a party every day, I think I would definitely do that. Um, I love listening to music. I love gatherings. I love to travel. A lot of times, the thing that holds me back from traveling and having a good time is that I'm always focused on, as you can see, like I told you, I got Sun in the 10th, and I also have Mars in the 10th, and I also have Mercury in the 10th. But I value what I do, my career, okay? And I know how to do several different things, okay? I know how to cook, I know how to clean, I done worked at hotels, um, I done did customer service, catering, catering halls, banquet halls, anything I'm telling you, anything you name it. I done worked at a taxi cab place and appointment setters, working for a construction place, appointment setters, working for pool companies, swimming pool companies. So I mean, I could just go on and on and on with the type of things that I have done. But like I said, also could do hair. Um, when I was younger, I wanted to be a fashion designer. I wanted to be a writer, all different types of things. Always been into astrology. So I've been into astrology since I was about 14. I got heavily more into it um, when I was about 23, 24, about those ages. And I love what I do. You know, what I do notice in my life is that one thing that I always try to do is be financially stable, and that's probably the most difficult thing for me is financially stable. Okay, because I want things to be the way I want them to be. I want them to run a certain kind of way. I'm very particular with those kind of things. So I'm constantly always thinking of money, okay, survival. Um, not wanting to be homeless, not wanting to be hungry, not wanting, and all of these things are very, very much major for me. Now, people watch this video and they'll definitely be like, oh my God, like, who doesn't want to not have money? Who doesn't want to? Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, um, when things are off, okay, off on a level where you're getting put out your house or you just lost your car and you just and it's like you have to start from scratch all the time. That's what I experience a lot, having to start from scratch, build it back up, something miraculous and crazy ends up happening, and you have to do it all over again. Okay, and it seems and it feels like I have to work 10 times harder just to make ends meet. Okay, now this is all surrounded by karma, okay, from a past life. So definitely in a past life, I was the type of person that abused money, okay, or didn't care about it, or had it and wasn't generous and things like that with it, or whatever the case may be. So in this lifetime, I'm having a lot of life lessons surrounding money and surrounded relationships with people. With Saturn and Libra, that's like having Saturn in the seventh house. So I was the type of person that wasn't probably the best partner in a past life. Okay, could have been probably a rude person and things like that. One thing for sure in this life that I do know is that I'm here to learn about these relationships and build more committed relationships than not. Okay, so pretty much the Libra part of me in the past life wasn't really there. The fairness, the balance, the tranquility, okay, all of those different types of things, compromising. I could have been a very difficult person to deal with, but what I noticed in this lifetime is I'm still a difficult person to deal with. Okay, the people that know me, they know me. Um, and the people that knew me, okay, at a point in time in life, probably don't fucking understand me. Why is this? They probably think I'm not forgiving when I do forgive. Okay, I forgive and I'll forget your ass. That's exactly what I'll do. Why? Because I don't like wasting time. I'm a firm believer that sometimes people come in your life for a reason. Sometimes people come into your life for a season, and sometimes people come into your life for a purpose. And sometimes people come in your life permanently. So I always been the type of person that was rebellious, okay, eccentric, okay, wanted to always do my own thing at all costs. Don't like being told what to do. Don't like people trying to control me. I don't like people putting demands onto me and things like that. All of that stuff will make me pull back from a situation, pull back from a friendship, relationship, whatever shit. So, um, yeah, the way that I was when I was younger is clearly not the way that I am today. Okay, so today I'm more stepping into who I am, stepping into my purpose in life. I'm definitely here to experience with my North Node in the ninth, experience things that have to deal with spirituality or religion. Okay, so when I was younger, I grew up in a home that you had to go to church. Okay, um, my biological father died when I was 7. Okay, and my mother remarried. When my mother remarried, she married a pastor. Okay, which now made her the first lady of the church. Okay, and then he passed away. Okay, so now my mother um, still into the church today. No, she doesn't like the fact that I'm into astrology or even speaks about it. But one thing about me and my mother and our relationship is that we have a good line of communication. Okay, my husband always says to me, "Wow, I really, really like you and your mother's relationship. You know, y'all can talk about things and anything and things like that." So we have an open relationship when it comes to those things. She's, I'm very similar to her. Okay, when it comes to what I'm gonna do, what I'm not gonna do, my views and my beliefs and things like that, and I stand strong on it. And she stands strong on her beliefs and her views and things like that. It's hard to budge her on certain things. My mother is a Gemini. She's a sun in Gemini. Okay, and she does have her moon in Aquarius. Okay, so when you're just thinking about that, and I'm a sun in Cancer, and she actually has Venus in Cancer too. And I'm a sun in Cancer, but my moon is in Virgo. My father's moon was in Capricorn, and my father was a sun in Capricorn. Okay, so growing up for me was different because my mother's side of the family is very influential people, very respected people when it comes to the church community. Okay, my mother's side of the family, they actually own churches and things like that, even all the way down to organizations. Um, youth organizations, violent things, fighting against violence, things like that. They're very known in the community. Actually, the community that I grew up in is actually New York, Long Island, New York, Roosevelt, New York. And what we call that is the Veld, okay? It's in Nassau County. So in this particular town, even my people that's in my family, they have churches in that community. They also have one of my great uncles. They have a park named after him. Okay, so yeah, yeah, it's like that. But now my father's side of the family, my father's side is different. Okay, so they was more like the gangsters, the gangster side and stuff like that. More into the streets, more into different things. Smoking, drinking, playing spades. Having a good time, turning up. Fighters, okay, fighting a lot, physicals and things like that, altercations, even weapons and things like that. So I have the combination of, so to speak, people would say the good and the bad, but I don't see it as good or bad. I just see it for whatever it is. So anyway, my grandparents and things like that on my father's side have always been in my life. Um, Now that I'm older, my father passed away when I was 7. My great grandmother, she's no longer here. My father's mother, she's no longer here. Okay, and they all had one kid. So my great grandmother only had my grandmother. My grandmother only had my father. My father only had me. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how it played out. And me, I don't have any children as of right now. But anyway, let's just keep on going. So, I would say my childhood was a little different, unusual, because my mom's got married. When she got married, her husband, had kids, and she had me, and then her and him had a child. My youngest sister, she's the baby of the family. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, step brothers and sisters and things like that is definitely what was going on in my home. Um, Definitely, like I told you, my older sister, we have a very close connection, very close bond, even though we're not biologically sisters, but we are family. And this is the thing with people, just because somebody is not your blood does not mean they're not your family. Family is who you want to be surrounded by. Okay, it has nothing to do with anything like that. Okay, having the same blood makes you related. Okay, it doesn't, I mean, you could say they family or whatever like that, but it is what it is. Now, um I would say when it comes to the way that I think and the way that I move, okay, I'm not a trusting person. Okay, I don't trust people off the rip. Okay, if I'm cool with you and I'm friends with you, I am absolutely down for you. I am all about family, friends. I am that type of person. But there are things about me that I do not go for, do not stand for, and will not allow. The reason why I don't have that many friends, like maybe other people, is because once you show me who you are, I believe you. Okay? Once you show me who you are, I believe you. I don't like unnecessary drama. Okay? My temper can be over the top for some people. Okay? It's very, very hard to calm me down. A lot of times, if I am angered, your best bet is to probably not touch me or leave me alone, because you might get popped in your fucking face. Okay, and I mean slapped, punched, or whatever. Um, why is this? Okay, because the way that I see it, a lot of times people are a bunch of disappointments. Okay, a lot of disappointments. People are not truthful and honest. Okay, everybody's like hiding behind a mask. Okay, they don't want to show their true self. I'm the type of person that does come across people that where secrets are revealed. Okay, I have Neptune in the fourth house. So anybody that knows anything about that, if you haven't seen my video on Neptune in the fourth house, be sure to see that. Okay, a lot of things could go on and take place in the house where the child doesn't really feel safe in the home, where the child may not have a clear understanding of what 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 really went on and took place in the home, because they're looking at it from how they're seeing it. They only paying attention to what they want to pay attention to when it comes to the home. Okay. My mom was a school teacher. Okay. My mother's very, very educated. Everybody knows her in the hood, in the neighborhood. They respect her. My mother does not curse. Okay, she's very, very kind, very, very generous. But one thing about my mother is she's a very serious person. Okay, you cannot even curse in her house. She'll tell you to please go outside with that language. She's like that. No, no, no. This is the Lord's house and stuff like that. But remember when I was just talking about how my mom um, doesn't, she doesn't agree with the astrology and what I do as far as this profession, which is understandable because what she believes and what she values, and that's understandable. Okay, but our relationship has not changed just because she does not agree with it. Okay, my mother's more the type of person like you're grown. You can do what you want to do. I'm just going to tell you my opinion, my views on it. And that's just really it. So we don't really have conversations about me analyzing people's charts anymore or anything like that. You want to know why? Because we already had this conversation, which I already know. We didn't have to have the conversation because I already know how she views things and feels. Okay, but I'm grown and I'm going to do what I want to do. I've always been like that. Okay, I'm always going to be like that. But yeah, finding out family secrets and things like that is something that definitely did go on and take place. And it's been happening all throughout my life. Finding out a lot of different things is amazing. And I'll go into all of those things another time. But yeah, so Force of Nature is pretty much the type of person that is more cool, laid back. Yes, I have a temper. Okay. I really have issues with people trying to provoke me. And I know exactly when people are doing it. The thing for me is people when people act shocked when I go all the way in. Okay, when I start becoming more aggressive and things like that. Now, I don't understand why people are shocked. Okay, if you're sitting up here, if you want to have a conversation with me, let's have a conversation. Okay, when you get up, I'm getting up too. I'm not going to talk up to you, period. Okay, that's not going to happen here. So if you're sitting down, I'm sitting down, yeah, we should be sitting down. I don't have to get in your face to prove my point. I don't have to damn near spit on you for you to understand. I don't have to do those things, okay? But if you get up on me while we're having a conversation, I'm getting up too, okay? And if you keep moving funny, you know the rest. You see what I'm saying? Um, what do I like to do? Okay, I actually know how to sing. Okay, but I never wanted to be a singer. Even when I do videos, okay, and everybody be like, "Oh, I love the video, I love the video and stuff." Thank you. I'm glad you do. Um, but I am a little shy when it comes to things like that. Not so much now doing the videos. I'm not shy really about that no more. But in the beginning, I was. Okay, I wanted it to be almost like perfect. Okay, I used to start over and over again. But then one day I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go through whatever. If you mess up on a word, you mess up on a word. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect because people are going to understand. But no, I know how to sing. I know how to rap. I know how to dance. I know how to do hair. I know how to cook. Clearly know how to clean. um, it's several different things I know how to do. I have a lot of different talents that I do hold and possess. Very creative. Always coming up with money making ideas, brilliant ideas. Some of the things I even come up with is things that you probably haven't even seen yet. Um, but I just really enjoy spending time with people that I'm cool with, because I think that's the most important thing. Once you find people in your life that you can really bond with, those things become very valuable to you. Okay, as you know, I do have Saturn in the second house, so possessions. Okay, even people. To me, I feel like these people belong to me. My husband belongs to me. My mother belongs to me. My sister belongs to me. My friends belong to me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm overprotective over these type of people, or whatever the case may be. Now, um, I can be very cordial with people. Okay, I'm really very. My husband tells me I am a people person. And the reason why he says that is because he feels like I'm a great host. And I do like to turn up and have a good time. I like to have my drinks and things like that. Um, I don't do any other kind of drugs, okay, and things like that. But I do like to have my drinks and unwind, listen to music most of the time. So I think this is all I'm going to say about me for today. Um, yep. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give y'all a little insight into me. And if anybody has any questions or anything about anything I just discussed or talked about, feel free. Okay. So this is the force of nature, spiritual awakening. Love is love. Peace and blessings to you all. And I will see you in the next one.